We are back at Aidy Moran Park after our cup victory against Wythenshawe Town last week. It's Friday night and we're under the light. We'll be under the lights later. It's Prestwich A's versus Burscough, back in the North West Counties Premier Division. This is match day. Coming up, the goals, Chris and Luke's reaction to the game, Jordan Wilcock's great work, and I have a word with Luke Byron. Both teams are still looking for the first win this season. Prestwich have drawn one and lost one, while Burscough have drawn both their opening games, whereas Hayes won in the FA Cup. Burscough, unfortunately for them, went out last weekend. Burscough have also had the better of Prestwich the last two seasons here at Aidy Moran Park, a 2-1 victory last season and a 3-1 victory the season before. So hopefully Hayes will put that one right tonight. I mean, Burscough were on blistering form at the end of last season when they beat us here. A fantastic run of wins, which got them in the end a comfortable top half position. But it's a new season, new hope, new teams, and let's see how we do.
Subscribe to Prestwich J's YouTube channel.
I've got Jordan here, who on BlueSky and Twitter is Greater Manchester Non-League. Now, Jordan, I know obviously is a Prestwich A's fan, but can you explain what you do and also the hashtag that you use for social media?
Yeah, certainly. So I got into my non-league a few years ago and decided to set up the page following all clubs in Greater Manchester. I post fixtures, results, and try and promote the clubs as best I can. And then I decided to start a bit of a mental health initiative. It's called Fellow Fan, hashtag Fellow Fan. And it's to try and get people suffering with their mental health or with loneliness to come down to non-league games that I'll be at, sort of knowing that there's someone there to speak to them.
I think that's a fantastic thing because also it brings people to games, and like you say, there's always, you could say this of every ground, I think. There's always friendly faces there.
Absolutely.
You just don't know them.
Yeah.
So this initiative that you've had, I think, is an absolutely fantastic idea. And, best of luck with that. Can you give us a bit more information if people come into contact with you and actually done what you've suggested?
Yeah, so I've not had much uptake with it yet, but that's probably just lack of awareness. Certainly not that there's no need for it, but it gets me talking to people. I obviously met you guys through my Twitter page, through my BlueSky page. Been talking to a few people tonight that I've met through social media, and there's been one or two people that I have been able to help. So yeah, it's early days, but fingers crossed it gets off the ground and I get more people aware of it.
That's fantastic, and if we can do our bit, go on BlueSky or Twitter and type in hashtag Fellow Fan and you'll find Jordan's stuff there. And if you're suffering with mental health and want to come to football, if you're lonely, get in contact and come on down.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you very much.
No problem.
How would you like to help your favourite non-league club and have the possibility of winning cash prizes as well? Well, you can with Prestwich A's with the 1938 club, the year we were founded. Just email janicehyde1957@gmail.com for more information, where you could win over £100 every month. So still looking for that first win of the league season so far. I think we've got a good chance tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, coming off the back of a win against Wythenshawe on the weekend, I think we've got a good chance tonight, and all the lads are full of confidence, so hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, because they're looking for their first win too, and unfortunately for them, they went out of the FA Cup too, so they might be in a bit of a down. Is that something you want to take advantage of?
Yeah, definitely. If obviously, if we're at our best, we know we can beat anyone in the league. Like we've added to the group since last season. We know we've got a good chance of doing well this season. So on our day, I think we can beat anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, and just going back to last week, beating a team of higher league opposition, that must give you loads of confidence.
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously Wythenshawe are a good team. So just to be honest, getting a win off anyone gives you confidence. But obviously, if they're in the league above, it gives you a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, that bit more. And final question: do you know the difference between an asteroid and a meteoroid?
No.
I think Metroid was a game for the Super Nintendo. Might have been Metroid or the other. All right, Luke, thanks very much.
Nice one, cheers. Thank you.
Hayes were behind after 8 minutes when a mix-up at the back allowed a first-time shot by Sam Turner to score. Hayes had a chance to level up 5 minutes before the break from the penalty spot, but the keeper guessed the right way to keep Burscough ahead. Prestwich huffed and puffed but couldn't bring the Linnets down, and with 19 minutes left, Matthew Hamilton saw himself through, who placed it past the oncoming Brown to seal the points, giving a final score of Prestwich Hayes 0, Burscough 2.
Right, a disappointing result. I've got Chris and Luke here, and how are you feeling after that?
Well, that's football, innit? Yeah. I'm disappointed we've not won tonight. Obviously, not to state the obvious, but yeah, I think first half, obviously missed penalty, hit the post. I thought should have come in comfortably winning on top, but then goals change games, and first goals are very important in football. We've got to do better with the first goal, but at the moment it becomes pretty consistent. We're giving goals away, and you can't afford to start games 1-0 down, because that's basically what we're doing. Whether you're on top, whether you're behind, whether you should be winning, whether you deserve to be behind, you can't give cheap goals away, and that's what we're doing at the moment. And it's not the first time we've done it; it's becoming regular. So we've got to do something about that, because we're fighting an uphill battle straight away. You're 1-0 down.
Yeah.
And then they change the game, don't they? If you score the first goal, you either sit in, be dead hard to beat, or you slow the game down and spoil it. But yeah, I'm very disappointed tonight. I thought we like I said, we could have comfortably gone in at half time. Second half, I think we often puffed. I don't think we really created much second half. And again, it's about both boxes, isn't it?
I mean, it seems to me, I missed the first part of the first half through childcare and stuff, but from what the lads were saying, they didn't have much in the first half either, and they only had one chance in the second half and scored that. So it's 2 chances, 2 goals.
Like we said, it's both boxes. But what was the most frustrating thing for me tonight, other than the result, is we didn't do any of the things that we've been trying to do. And when we did, for very small parts of the game, we looked dangerous. That for me is really, really frustrating, because the identity that we're trying to create just wasn't there. We looked to me like a team that had just been thrown together for spells of that. When we were doing the things that we've been telling them to do, that's when we looked dangerous. And that for me is really, really frustrating. If we did that for larger spells of the game, for me, there's no doubt we would have been a better team and we would have won the game. It is frustrating. We've conceded 2 chances. One of them, it's almost like we've thrown it in our own net, which is frustrating. But that's football. If we do the things that we're telling them to do, more often than not, we'll create more chances, we'll score more goals. But we've got to nip it in the bud early now. We're still early in. We're 3 games, so we've still got to be upbeat. I still think we've got the makings of a great side, but we're still a little bit naive for me. You've got to be brutal in front of goal, and you've got to be, at the other end, you've just got to keep it out. I know it's easier said than done, but like Lowe said, you don't want it to becoming a constant theme. The only positive is there's a game on Monday to put it right. Do you know what I mean? So it's quick succession. We've got another game.
Yeah. That's not a league game. See, it's funny, is it? We've got 2 cup games now on the bounce, haven't we? And
Stockport Town's a league game.
Stockport Town's a league game. Sorry,
Everton Coles is the Friday.
Yeah. I'm getting confused with it being a Friday again. It's thrown me all out of kilter. But yeah, so we've got a league game on Monday, and then obviously another cup game. Would you prefer 2 league games, or does the cup take the pressure off, or would you rather it be in the league?
Listen, for me, we need points on the board. So the league's the important one. Yes, not disregarding the other cup competitions, etc. But the league's important, and we've got to we've got to grab that first win, because the more and more games we don't get that first win, it starts to become a bit difficult. I know it sounds stupid saying that so early on in the league, but it's important to get points on the board early doors. The lads have been targeted. The season's blocked, cut into 4 blocks, so they know what points they need to hit in the first block. So my motto is get them points in early, and then obviously if you start to overachieve in your targets and your blocks, then sometimes you can drop in others because you've made it up in the blocks before. So yeah, for me it's the league.
Yeah. I knew you were going to say that. To be honest, it's. Well, yeah. I mean, do you find a couple of good distraction or?
It depends. If you're winning games, it's momentum. But obviously, we're on 1 point out of 3 league games. So let's be realistic. That is not good enough for what we want. You know, we are in a much better position than we were last season. But 1 point from 3 games isn't good enough. So I'm actually glad we've got a league game. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to the Coles game, of course. You know, there'll be a few fans on and stuff like that. But I'm with Lowe. You know, the more league games we can play, the more points we can get on the board early. I think it'd be a bit different if we were on 4 or 5 points at this stage. Now I'd be probably looking forward to a bit of a change in a cup game. You know what I mean? But because we've not had a great start results-wise, I'm desperate for league games to get them points on the board, because it's like we're chasing our tail almost.
And he's lucky then that the next game comes so early.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like I said to you, like it's a bit grueling having it, but it's only like when we play Saturday, Tuesday, innit? You know what I mean? Friday, Monday, it's the same sort of thing. So the lads are ready for it, and that's a good thing. Certainly when you're coming back off a loss, you know, it's going to ruin mine and Lowe's weekend, no doubt. But then we'll be bouncing in on Monday, ready to go.
Sorted. Right. Well, best of luck for Monday. I can't make it. I'm up in Scotland.
No worries. Have a good one, mate.
Thank you.
What's going on here? Half an hour late today. Can't make Monday.
Childcare today. I've got a wedding on Tuesday, so I'm actually at Rangers against Dundee tomorrow night. Yeah, you're not good at that,
enjoy it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Thank you. Cheers.